4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we ready right now. It's about time. I know it's about time. It's about time.
What's going on, everybody? It's another, and I mean another Friday edition of the Command Time Podcast presented by the Fans First Sports Network on YouTube live as we get set for a Monday night football game with the Cincinnati Bengals. Caleb, what's good, bro?
What's how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. We about to talk some football tonight, like we always do. But let's go ahead real quick. Let's recap the Week 2 victory. We finally beat the Giants, bro. We we finally beat the blue people. I don't care what the score was. We just had to beat them. But we do have to talk about within the context of the game. So the score was 21-18. Washington pulls out with a game winning field goal. But that's all we did, right? Like we were moving the ball, um, short pass, intermediate passes, running the football very effectively. But
Mm-hmm.
when it got inside the 20s, that's where we struggled, not only team wise, but I would say just not really being disciplined when it comes to offensive line and communication between the quarterback and the center whatsoever. A lot of penalties inside of 5 or 10, which pushed us around, and we had to kick field goals and stuff. And the progress is good. I mean, like we can move the ball, but
Mm-hmm.
NFL you got to score touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, didn't punt the ball once. 400 plus yards of total offense. Um, third down conversion rate pretty good. Jaden had to use his legs. We got some creative plays on screens. Um, Eckler and Robinson just showed how impactful they are in the offense. Um, the passing game, I know everybody, especially in the media right now, is talking about our receivers. You know, we average or our percentage of most of our throws is 33% is near the line of scrimmage. That's like a big gap between us and the major league, but us and the rest of the league.
Yeah,
And the average is like 11% so far. So, I mean, Cliff is making it easy for him. Um, it won't that trend won't continue, I believe. I mean, he's going to sprinkle that in from time to time, but it's week 2, so things can change. You saw a little bit of the intermediate pass game, a little bit as the game went on, especially in the second half. The first half, Jaden, I think he struggled a little bit processing wise, but he showed his athletic ability, which we already knew. And then in the second half, you know, he started being a pocket passer, and he started being very efficient, very efficient.
yeah.
So it was good to see. It was really good to see. I'm not even going to talk about the defense, so we we can skip over that.
But okay, so let's talk about um, this Cliff offense though. I mean, it's the first 2 games of the season. We seen some good. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I would say this. I think for what they're doing, I love what Cliff's doing. I feel like a lot of the backlash in terms of what's going on around the league, I feel like it's more on players still trying to get accustomed to the new scheme and having a rookie quarterback that's still trying to grow and learn NFL windows are different from college football windows and trying to keep his eyes a little bit up when watching from the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I went back and looked at some of the all 22. So yeah, Cliff has some plays sprinkled in there. I even looked at the QB school on YouTube. Some of the plays he portrayed for us. Uh, and I looked at another video where a guy had a few other different plays where it shows how quick Jaden gets the ball out. I think his best throw, well, two of his best throws, oh, you could say three. The RPO was a fake screen, and then he hit Eckler on the slant. I think that was a pretty good throw. And then um, the throw he had to Terry on the left outside, where he sat 3-step drop back immediately. Great anticipation, accurate, outside the numbers. He was That was a really good throw, and good footwork by Terry to get 2 feet in. And of course, everybody they look at that Noah Brown pass on that. I think it was 40 yards, right?
30, like 32, 34.
Okay, yeah, that was a nice throw in my opinion. In the clutch when the game is on the line, and the defense was a little bit. I think for what the Giants did, they had some hiccups probably defensively a little bit, but hey, Jaden, he took advantage of that, which you can't take that away from him
Yeah.
at all.
To me, I think the first half was, I wouldn't say rough, but it was something to like grow as the game was going on. I think it
Mm,
was once he got hit and then he had the wind knocked out of him, he changed his style a little bit because he only ran like twice in the second half, and you started to see him play more from the pocket. I think obviously that's what we want to see from Jaden.
hmm
Want to see him play from the pocket a little bit more. Now we know the offensive line, it's in terms of talent, it's not the greatest, but I think they have shown so far the first 2 weeks. They have some hits and have some misses, and when it comes to O line, I think the run game is good with the offensive line. Pass protection is still growing. We had a couple of hiccups when it came to some blitzes and max protections and stuff, but overall, I think that stuff is going to grow as Jaden grows with them. One thing I will say is I kind of expected Coleman to have more snaps, and we kind of seen a little bit of the hiccups, but I still want him to play because you still want to see what type of player he's going to be in the NFL. But Cornelius Lucas has done at least a solid job
hmm
with that, but he's not the long term answer at that spot.
Yeah, no, he's not.
You just want to see what these other guys do. Well, how do you feel about the offensive line for the first 2 games?
I think for the offensive line has been average. I think it's been average at best. Wiley is terrible. Um, in the interior, I mean, there's some hiccups every now and then, but it's not nothing too alarming. Tyler Biotis has been solid. You can't ask but so much of him when he's going back. He's going back to back against some of the best interior defensive linemen in the league, in Vita Vea and Dexter Lawrence. And I think he only allowed one pressure, so he's doing a pretty good job, solid job for us. Those penalties in the red zone is so annoying.
Man, like it
I,
was like every drive, bro.
mhm. And Cosme was a part of some. Cosme had one. I think did Alec Grady have one?
Allegri did have one. I don't know if it was a legal procedure or whatsoever, but it was definitely a pre-snap penalty.
Yeah, they were moving the ball. They just can't score. They really should have put up. They really should have put up 30 something. That really should have been a nasty game offensively. But and on some of those routes and the receivers, they're getting open too. But and the O line just gotta. Wally got a. He's so bad, man. Like there's some plays where if Jaden has a little bit of time, little bit more time, like maybe another second, he got some big plays, man. He got some big plays, but they'll come eventually. They'll come eventually.
Yeah, I think for me, watching the game, uh, offensive line. If I had to give it a grade, I would give it a C minus because of the penalties and stuff. I thought they did well overall, but when it came to like the sacks and stuff, majority of the sacks really came from like the defensive backs or when
They
Jaden
did. They did.
yeah,
Yeah, they did. I don't think none of the defensive linemen had a sack. So, but those sacks can be prevented from Jaden if I think when he was running on the left side that was when he broke that sack. He's running to the left side.
yeah,
He could throw the ball away. I don't know why he took that unnecessary hit trying to go out of bounds. Just throw the ball away.
yeah,
There and even on that sack he had on the right side when there was a DB, he could have threw that ball away too. So there's certain instances where Jaden in that game where Jaden didn't have to take a sack, but he's not throwing the ball away. It's because he's trying to make a play. I get it, but in due time he has to learn how to just throw it away, man. It's okay. You can live another down. But those sacks he had, there weren't a lot of sack yardage lost. It was like 25 yards.
hmm
Yeah. So compared to last year, I think we had the second most sacks, and I think the sack yardage was pretty intense. So as long as he's not taking huge losses for sacks, that's it is what it is.
yeah. Okay, but I know we were talking about the offense, but we still have to talk about the defense.
What? They suck. This Michael Davis is trash. Can't tackle. Noah Igbenogany came in, played better than him. Sam still struggling. Um, the nickel corner position is tough to play. He has to adjust to that. Our defensive, well, Deron Payne and John Allen, they got double teamed every most majority of the game. Majority of the game. Um,
Yeah,
New York ran a lot of um, super they just ran max protection a lot on those passing plays. That's just what they did. Benjamin St. Jude's really had a good day.
he did. He did.
We had a good day. He had all those four deflections that he had was in that game. I think he held neighbors to under 60 yards. So, is St. Jude's contract up?
Yeah, this is his final year with us. So
Yeah, I may, you know what? I'll bring him back, but he's a CB2, in my opinion. He's a CB2. He's not a CB1. He's a CB2. He's a CB2, in my opinion, and I would try to get my CB1 in the draft this year. I think Bobby Wagner still made good tackles. He's still a run defender. That's what we got him for. Um, Everybody else is just ah. I mean, Frankie Lou didn't have a bad day. Um,
he just runs so chaotic, man. Like, bro,
yeah,
maniac on the field. I
but
love it. Dang.
but yeah, man. St. Jude's was our best player that day. He was our best player that day.
What's up, Radar? Click like, subscribe to the channel. Give it your thoughts on what you felt like on the game Sunday, and get ready for the Monday night game coming up. So for me, I agree with those sentiments. There's a reason why Michael Davis wasn't seeing the field at all, even with the whole Forbes slander and stuff like that. But Forbes hasn't been good as well. But um, Noah, I thought Noah had a, a, a okay showing what he did when he got some opportunities. Um, I mean, when Malik Neighbors, he was just going to get his, man. Like he's going to be a star once they figure out that quarterback position in New York. But Ben St. Juice definitely had a great game. Um, Felt like Quan had a good game in terms of tackling and stuff. I didn't really see coverages and things like that, but um, hey, look, I was hype about this signing. Um, when we signed him for a 1 year deal. I felt like it was a good risk, but so far, man, it's just showing me why Jeremy Chin was not seeing the field in Carolina. Dude, as dude is 6'3", 230, and he tackles like Michael Davis. Disgusting. We gotta start. We gotta bring Defoe back up, yo. Like I know the jokes were funny and all that stuff. We were joking with Caleb with Defoe stuff, but at this point,
Yeah, I agree.
that dude is just a liability.
I agree.
I at least know what I can see when Defoe is good. Defoe's problem to me has just been he hasn't been healthy every once in a while. But
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's bad.
AFL in Mexico.
He's bad. He's bad, bro. And the funny thing is, like, he has all the physical tools, but he just don't get it. Like, I don't know. Like, he just don't get it. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
He's not coming back. I say bring Tyler Owens on.
Yeah,
The
that's
field.
another guy I think should get some opportunities as well.
Tyler Owens and Derek Forrest should get some opportunities, and I think they will. They ain't got nothing to lose.
What else, CeeLo?
They ain't got nothing to lose. they
Yeah,
don't got
and
nothing to lose. Put them on the field,
yeah,
like bro. Like everybody, like the DB suck. Just they suck.
yeah, I think you
They're
need to.
bad.
I'm not saying rotate every single time, but for this team that has changed a lot of stuff, in terms of like the infrastructure, adding players whatsoever, you at least need to see what these other guys got. And like Defoe also is on his last year's contract, just like St. Jude's. So really, those are two guys. Like to me, you need to see what they offer in this defense. And I know that Defoe can tackle, and we seen from at least the 1 year we seen of him, he can play some coverage and he can get some interceptions.
That's why I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like that's why when what's his name? When Joe Witt said we gonna arrive violently and just take the football away, right? The first person I immediately thought of was Derek Forrest because that's what he brings to the table. He's a hitter. He'll come down and hit you. And he did it the 2022 season. He led our team in turnovers. He had like what 4 interceptions.
I believe he had 4 interceptions. And
The first game of the season, that Jazz game, he had a couple of nice deflections. He
Mhm.
forced a fumble against the Colts. He forced a fumble against Philly. He got a pick. Uh, play him. Play him. It's about time for him to play. Jeremy Chin is he
Oh God, yeah.
put put Derek Forrest on the field, man.
It's week 3, bro. Let's look at this comment of CeeLo. CeeLo says Mikey Sanders reminding him a bit of Kendall Fuller's rookie season. If we do remember, it was very horrible. Then came back the following season and played excellent. And they both at the same time played nickel. You
Didn't
know,
Ken, hold on.
I I definitely did remember, but I also think it was because like Kendall was coming off of an injury. I believe
Um,
Kendall was coming off an injury because like Kendall was supposed to be like a first round pick when he was coming out of Virginia Tech. But then when that injury happened, like it knocked him to like we drafted him the 4th round. I think it was the 4th or 5th round we drafted him.
yeah, Kendall's rookie. It was his sophomore season. That's what it was. His sophomore season. Yeah, CeeLo's correct.
Yeah,
I thought his rookie year he went crazy, but no, his sophomore year he did.
it was yeah
He had a forced fumble. He had 4 picks. He had 4 picks.
yeah he had that
He
sorry
had
at the end.
he had 10 pass deflections too. So yeah, I mean nickel corner is
It's
that's
hard.
it's a hard position to play. Yeah, like you're going up against some of the best receivers in the league. Like he's going to see CD Lamb in the slot. This week he may see Jamar Chase in the slot. He may see Jermaine Burton in the slot. Like he a couple of times he saw neighbors in the slot. Like he has to adjust to the game. He has to adjust to the speed of the NFL. He's a little undersized. He's like 5'9", 5'10", but he plays bigger than his size. He's still a smart, intelligent. Like people saying, yeah, he's been bad. Yeah, that is true. However, his game tape speaks for itself. He wasn't a bad pick. He was a really good pick. Things just have to slow down for him. Like it just yeah,
Yeah,
he gonna
I
get
do
better.
agree he'll get better.
He gonna get better. It just takes time. And then if you can add keep St. Juice, put Derek Forrest in the box. I'm re-signing St. Juice. Put Derek Forrest in the box with Luvu and Bobby. Um, get an outside corner. Safeties are cool. You want to put Quan Martin out there? Sure. A free safety. Then you can rotate Tyler Owens a little bit in if you want to. And that secondary is fine with me. That secondary is fine with me. I'm cool with St. Juice being a number 2 corner. Number 1, no. Number 2, yes. He's not that type of guy to me that you leave on an island and say, here, we're going to leave you alone. You do your thing. Handle your business. He's not that type of corner. He's a guy where every now and then he'll get you a pass deflection. He could have had a pick week 1. And he played it beautifully. But when he played against Neighbors, he was playing pretty good. He was playing pretty good.
Yeah,
I can't hate on the kid. He didn't do that little dumb celebration. Thank God. That's just stupid, bro. I don't care what nobody said. Yeah, he had Neighbors versus St. Jude, 6 targets, 2 receptions, 38 yards. I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that. I can't. That's good.
yeah, I don't have a problem with that at all. But
So
my
yeah,
I think a concern for me I've seen so far is yes, I think the edges are absolutely a concern when it comes to the defense. Haven't have not even heard a scratch of Dorrance Armstrong for the first 2 weeks. Uh, Clean Farrell, okay, he has 2 sacks, but it's more of a pop up duty, I should say. Like somebody else getting the pressure, and he's able to clean up the person that missed the initial sack. Uh,
yeah, bro. I looked up the snap share of yeah, I do. I looked at the snap share of Malik Neighbors against St. Jude's. I don't know why I said that he was on him 89% of the time. Because most of Neighbors' yards were from Yak. It was from those 2 Michael Davis plays. But like and there's videos of it. Every snap St. Jude's had against Neighbors, a lie, I was good defense. Was it elite? No. Good? I I can say it's good. Now, we gonna talk about this game against the Bengals. Boy gonna have his hands full.
yeah,
So
we about to get ready to talk about the game. Adam is going. Yeah, Adam's definitely going to shop it after the season. Question is, who is the edge on Monday Night Football on both sides of the ball? Hmm.
that's an easy question. That's an easy answer for me. It's easy for me. It's easy. It's easy. Defense is it's Duran and John Allen. It's both of them.
Yeah. Hmm. I
It's
agree with
both of
that.
them. The defense in this game, the defense has to start with them. They apply, bro. I don't know how. DT, how long has it been since we've seen them have a dominant performance where we've seen them just wreck a game, where they just take over at will, like nobody can stop them. When was the last time they had a game like that?
Are you talking about those two in particular at the same time, or just
I'm just talking about in general, both of them. Both of them.
And
Where they just took over a game.
only thing I can think of is some 3 snaps from the Denver game last year with Duran.
Yeah. Yeah. He ranked that for sure. I gotta look 2 years ago, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely wasn't last year. John I didn't do shit last year. 2 years ago, both of them were like that 2022 season. They were the best defensive tackle duo in the league. The numbers proved it themselves. They had the most tackles for losses together. They were like top three and top two in sacks together as a duo. Run defense, just stopping the run. They were top three in the league as a duo. Tackles for losses, pressures, all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. Duran had 11. John Allen had like what, 9? They were both they were an elite duo. They were the best duo. It's not even a question. They were the best duo. I need that back for this game.
Yeah, especially against the Bengals O line that, on paper, I mean,
They're not. So the Bengals online, they're not terrible, but they can be. You can beat them. They're not an elite offensive line.
yeah,
They're a competent O line, but the way John Allen and Deron Payne are as players, they should be able to get in the backfield. If they don't get in the backfield this game, for one, I'm trading John Allen at the trade deadline. And if that's a different conversation, we're gonna talk about that for like 3 weeks from now. Trade deadlines, buyers, sellers, whatever. But there's no excuse for either one of them. There's no excuses no more. There's none. We need to be holding these players to a higher standard. Yeah, there's no excuses. Yeah, we love them. They've made memories for us. But it's come a time and a place where you got to step up, man. Elite players step up. Great players step up. Blue chip players step up. I don't want to hear about that double team shit. I give off the stat that they got double teamed the most, but regardless, great defensive tackles get double teamed. You still got to win. Chris Jones gets double teamed. He still wins. T.J. Watt gets double teamed sometimes. He still wins. Aaron Donald. For the last 3 years, 4 years, it's Aaron Donald though. So he's held to a higher standard. Like at one point it was Aaron Donald. As far as interior D lineman, at one point it was Aaron Donald and everybody else. Like that's how big the gap was. He was the most double team interior defensive lineman in the NFL, and he had the most win rates. Like Dexter Lawrence, great player. Blue chip player. Yeah, he's on the Giants. Fuck the Giants. But he gets double teamed. And he still provides pressure as a zero tech. Like you get double teamed. Okay, I get it. You still gotta win, bro. You gotta win. You gotta win. You got to win, especially in this game. These corners are dog shit. You have to win.
And especially when your edges are questionable, of course they're going to double team the 2 best players, and that's when the edge guys, got to win. But they're running. You see them. A couple of teams they're running inside on some dual plays, inside dives, and things of that nature. It's really powerful at this point.
And if you got a problem with the double team, then move them jokers around, bro. Like John Allen literally played 3-4 DN as a rookie. He played 3-4 DN as a rookie. If you want to have a set where I wouldn't put Duran at a 3-4 DN, but John Allen, yeah. I like Duran inside because he's so fast. When he has that single blocker in front of him, he's so quick. Like there's some snaps in the Bucks game where he's in the backfield so fast, and it's like, sheesh.
Yeah.
Johnny Newton go get more snaps too. So more they bring him along. John Allen, you gone, buddy. You gone. You gone, bro. And if he perform, bro, if John Allen can perform to at least somewhat close to the 2022 season, because yeah, he's pushing 30. He's getting up there in age, but there's some defensive tackles are still
Yeah, I
this.
mean, it's no excuse, man. Like everybody is gonna have something against your best players. The question is, like, throughout the off season, there's some things you have to work on that makes you better every single year. What are you doing to make yourself the better player every single year? And to me, I just felt like even after last year, like the defensive line, I haven't seen it from the defensive line, bro. Like what's supposed to be a strength. I mean, we talk about front sevens and stuff. Linebackers have shown up. They've shown up in the run game.
But the edges are well. And I've said that leading into this year. I said to me, what the concerns on defense is corner. I said we could. I said going into the season we could have the worst corner room in the league, and we do. We have the worst corner room in the league. The edges, mediocre, average. They're average. If you have to blitz to get pressure, you're gonna have to blitz, bro. Like there's certain times where you can't just rush forward. You're second there go get cooked. Unless you're just gonna drop everybody back in coverage and play shell defense, which is what we low key should do against the Bengals and try to wrap up and just fly to the ball. As soon as they catch the ball, you fly to the ball and you wrap them up. That's what we need to do against the Bengals. But there's going to be certain times this year where you're going to have to blitz, bro. That's why you got Frankie Louvu for. Yeah, he's athletic. His best trait is when you blitz him. When you blitz him up the middle. You blitz him on the edge. There's times where he's rocked a running back up the middle. You gonna have to, bro. Like the pressure ain't getting there right now. It ain't getting there right now. It's not. So especially against the Bengals, man. I ain't playing no man defense. I'm playing zone. If it was me, I'm blitzing Burrow a little bit, just a little bit. You want the way you can throw Burrow off a little bit. You got to keep hitting them. You got to keep hitting them. You keep hitting them, it's going to piss them off. It's going to throw them off. Just keep hitting them. That's the best thing you can do. If you want a chance to win this game on defense, which T. Higgins is coming back, you got Jermaine Burton, you got Yoshi, you got Mike Gesicki, you got Eric All, and their running backs are pretty solid. I don't fear their running backs, but as far as their strength versus us, we're cooked. Our secondary, like we can't do nothing about it. DT T Higgins coming back. You got Jamar Chase. What you gonna do? Double Jamar Chase? You want leave? You comfortable leaving St. Juice on an island with T Higgins? He got the body size for it. Yeah, you gonna have to double team Chase, and then Mike Chandler's still gonna have to hold his own against Jermaine Burton and Yoshi. You want there's going to be times in this game where they're going to run some heavy sets, and I think heavy sets benefits us. It puts less of our weaknesses on the field. You have less corners on the field. You're going to put more safeties in the box. You're going to have Bobby and Frankie Louvu in there, and then you can put Fedarian in there to stop the nose. He can just be a wall for our defense. Johnny Newton go get some snaps too. He's not known to be a run defender. He's really known to be just a wrecking ball along the line of scrimmage. So if they go heavy sets, that can help us a little bit. Now if they go 4 wide, 5 wide, they're going to go deep into their receiver room. We got to go deep into our corner room. You're going to have Mikey out there, St. Juice. You're going to have Noe Benogamy out there. Michael Davis is going to have to be out there. You're going to have Quan Martin out there. Jeremy 10 out there. Bro, it's not good.
Not good at all.
Now, that's why I said John Allen and Deron Payne are the X to answer Radar's question earlier. That's why I said John Allen, Deron Payne are the X factors for this game. They're gonna have one-on-ones at a certain point in time. If they're not winning, one of them they need to go. John Allen needs to go. If he can't win one-on-ones and wreak havoc and take over the game like they did 2 years ago as a duo, somebody gonna have to go, bro. I'm so serious. Somebody gonna have to go. They gonna have to. That's just my opinion. But listen, man, that we ain't gonna stop them. I'm gonna let you know right now. The only way we gonna stop them or slow them down is if we strip the ball. We gotta create turnovers. You gotta create turnovers. Do what St. Juice did. Punch the ball out. Attack the football. Reach for the football. Strip the football. Keep doing that because you're not gonna stop them. Now, if you can get them in third and longs, I swear they better not give up no third and longs like they did against the Giants. I swear, because there's no reason why
Caleb.
DT. There's no reason why Michael Davis needs.
Caleb. If we gave up third and longs to Daniel Jones,
Oh my God, bruh.
what makes you think we ain't gonna get no third and longs to Joe Burrow? I'm already prepared. I think they got the first third down conversion already.
Bro, this DB room, his corner room sucks.
So
They
who you think the X factor is?
on offense,
You think it's Jaden or
no,
someone else?
the tackles. It's the tackle. It's the left tackle. Easily, it's the left tackle. Trey Hendrickson will wreck a game. You saw that against the Chiefs. They had to bench. They had to bench Kingsley because of Trey Hendrickson. Since 2017, he has the most pressures in the NFL. Like it's like 17%. And this year he's getting to the quarterback. So Cornelius Lucas, I know they rotating left tackles a little bit to get Coleman in the game. Coleman may not need to touch the field today or that day. He may not need to. He gonna get embarrassed, and I don't need his confidence shot. Rather have Cornelius Lucas be out there because right now, to some graphs, Cornelius Lucas has been a pretty solid left tackle for us. Been pretty solid. He hasn't been bad. Has he been elite? Great, no, but he hasn't been bad. He's been pretty solid for us for these first two games. So the wish for me is that Coleman can develop and you can put Cornelius Lucas at right tackle and tell Wiley to kick rocks. You still need to add to that offensive line room, but they're not going to get pressure in the interior to me. You look at the injury report, BJ Hill didn't practice and Sheldon Rankins didn't practice. They just signed Lawrence Guy off the street. He's like 35 years old. He's a warm body. He won't be there for long. He's only there to weather the storm until those guys can come back. So they don't have any interior pass rushers that I'm concerned about. Now I know they got a rookie. Forgot his name. That they just drafted. I don't remember. But I know they got a rookie. I know they do. I just can't think of his name right now.
That's what you call son from Michigan.
Yeah, him. Yeah, him. Is he playing?
I don't know, but I mean, like I agree with that point about their defensive tackles. That's looking like a weak point right now. They just signed Lawrence Guy a couple of days ago to add to that depth room. We can run the ball on them. Time of control, time of possession. But I think when it comes to this offense, how do you feel about their corners?
I think the corners are pretty good. Well, I think Cam Taylor-Britt's good. I think he's good. That boy was talking his shit. You heard that, DT? Yeah, Chris Jenkins. That's his name. Chris Jenkins.
That's Cullen. That's Cullen, son.
Yeah.
Chris. One
Chris Jenkins. That's his name. Cam Taylor-Britt's good. Squeeze neighbors and bat at the ball is crazy. Yeah. Can't tell the Brits good, like I said. As far as their defense goes, their linebacker duo to me is their linebacker duo to me is pretty. I think it's a little underrated. Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt. It's a pretty good. That's a pretty good group of guys. Then they got Akeem Davis Gaither, I think. He's pretty solid. Mike Hilton didn't practice today. He had a back issue. Um, so they're gonna have to put. They may have to put Dax Hill out there, or Dax Hill, or I think Dax Hill plays corner for them. Nickel corner for them. You got Jordan Battle too, who there's coming off the bench. Guy from Alabama. hmm Pretty solid player. Um, but yeah, the Cam Taylor Bridge been pretty good. I mean, I'm still running on them. For me, I'm running on them until they stop it. So you stop our run game, I'm gonna keep doing it. I think we're one of the best rushing teams in the league so far, and I really think that trend will continue.
Yeah,
Um, that's going to be our staple on offense. I'm going to bring back the 2012 year a little bit when you got Alfred Morris out there. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. But when you look at how Jaden helps B Rob and Eckler, hey man, I'm just saying, B Rob averages 6 yards a pop right now. So that Bucks game, hard to run on them. When you got Levante David and you got Vita Vea just taking up space, it's hard to run on them. But not a lot of teams got Vita Vea on their team. Yeah, he's yeah, that boy different on run defense. But for the Bengals, I'm running it until they stop it. Until you stop our running game, I'm gonna keep doing it. You can't stop it. I'm gonna keep spamming it. Now there will be a time where the box will be stacked, and I want to see Jaden in that element. Now, when they force you to be a passer, okay, you want to force me to be a passer? All right, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll make the throws you need me to make. Um, so Cam Taylor Britt he was talking shit, saying, yeah, all college style offense, all the passes near the line of scrimmage, or it's intermediate, a little intermediate. People complained about us taking the deep shot, not taking enough deep shots. So we'll see, man. By the way, stat that I found this morning. I didn't know this. We're the third. We ranked third most passes behind the line of scrimmage, right?
hmm
Bengals are 26 in the league in yards allowed per coverage rep on passes behind the line of scrimmage, 5.94 yards. So they either can't tackle or they can't get off blocks. So, um, hey Cliff, if you want to make it, Cam Taylor did talk his trash, but if you want to make a statement, say I don't give a damn. I'm gonna keep doing it until you stop it. If you can't stop my screenplays at the line of scrimmage, then I'm gonna keep doing it. Now, there will be a certain time where they will read that stuff, and that's when you hit them with a sluggo route. Um, we did that against the Giants, except Eckler ran a slant. But this is when Luke McCaffrey and what's another guy, De'Ami Brown, can be effective for us, or Noah Brown too. That slot fade route, Jaden can throw that. He throws a beautiful deep ball. So he can definitely do that. So that's when it'll come to light. Now, two things can happen in this game. It can be real ugly or it can be really close. Um, so I mean, Jaden could come out and have a game, and this could be his first passing touchdown game.
yeah,
No matter the outcome of this game for me, I don't care. I mean, the win would be nice for sure. Win or lose, I don't care. If Jaden performs when the lights are bright, what the world can see, I will take that. I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. I take that every day of the week against Joe Burrow, against a Bengals team that's highly respected and The league likes them a lot, and Joe Burrow, top 5 QB, Jamar Chase, top 5 receivers. You got T. Higgins out there. You got the whole stadium that's loud, and they're honoring a player that night. So hey, they're gonna come with their A game. They're gonna try to embarrass us, and it's up for them to respond and say, "Yeah, y'all not finna fuck us up. We at least gonna fight." They can at least do that on Monday night. Because the worst thing that can happen is just an embarrassment for the world to see. I would not like to see that happen. As far as the scoreboard says, we can, yeah. So, hey man, stick to the game plan. Run the football. Run the football because they cannot stop the run. They can't stop screens. They can't. I saw that. Me and Deuce saw that all 22. They can't stop no screen. They can't.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Um, I think I think for me coming out of this game, um, odds will definitely be against us in terms of playing a team that went on to lost to the defending Super Bowl champs. You get them at home, national primetime game. We literally just watched Caleb Williams primetime game debut last Sunday night. Now you get the second overall pick, Jaden Daniels. And to me, so far from what we have seen, and it's funny looking at how like a lot of people try to group Jada together with the rookies. Obviously, he's a rookie, but for those that really don't watch the game, Jaden has really been the best out of the three. Now he's not perfect. Obviously, there's definitely some things that he knows he missed, and we see on all 22. There's some guys open and taking unnecessary sacks, but him playing national TV, going toe to toe with one of the premier teams in the AFC, and also go against a guy like Joe Burrow that he replaced a couple years after he won national championship. That is going to be really the talk of the thing. Like, hey, Commanders lost, but Jaden shine on the brightest stage, and we have something. This is going to be the biggest conversation. I feel like running the football obviously will be the biggest thing. Try to keep them off the field, and getting jump plays. Like I think these corners can be beat. I think these corners can be beat, man. And everybody talk about the whole Terry getting him involved. I think Terry will get involved in this game. I think Zach Ertz, Austin Eckler, um, and Noah Brown, those guys will help out as well. They're going to spread the wealth and keep the ball inside. I think the biggest thing is just have to score in the red zone. If we can convert at least 2 to 3 touchdowns from what we did last week, the score will be much more a big talking point than it was we saw initially.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think just converting the red zone will be the biggest point that I want to see.
Yeah, against this Bengals team, bro, you can't take field goals. You got to score. You can't take field goals. Your defense isn't nearly close to being really good for us to be taking field goals. It's not even close. It's not even close. Um, the other corner. Who is the other corner?
It it might be DJ Turner. Hilton's in the slot. Um,
So these are their corners: Cam Taylor, Britt, DJ Turner, Josh Newton, Mike Hilton, Dax Hill. They only got 4 corners on their active roster. And
and
by the way, all of their corners are like 5'11", six. Like Dax Hill is 6 foot. Like all their corners are pretty.
small.
Yeah. So
Hey, I'm just gonna say, last time Noah Brown played him, he put up some money up. He had 100 some yards,
he
and
did. Oh, he did. He did. You got to score touchdowns against this
yeah,
team. I do believe they will move the ball. I believe they'll move the ball. That running game is yeah. And I think by the end of the season, I think B Rob is going to make a name for himself as one of the top backs in the league. I think he will, especially with this running game. Jaden gives him so much. He makes it so much easier for him to get yards because you have to count him as a runner. So them read options right there is critical. Like I don't know what B Rod did the last 2 years to his body. He got faster to me. He got faster, but he's still strong too.
Mhm.
So he can get skinny in the hole a little bit and get some yards and yards after contact. He always falls forward. He never gets pushed back. He always falls forward. Um, he may have, and you saw what he tweeted. Tweeted Monday Night Football. I think he ready. I think win or lose. I truly, I truly hope and believe, especially hope Jaden and B Rod come to play. I hope that offense comes to play. I think the offense would be the best thing this year. So it will be. So and Austin Siebert make field goals.
Mhm.
Make field goals.
All right, we look like we're gonna wrap up, but before we get to our final score prediction for Monday night, Kayla could have joined us. She has some things to take care of, but here are her keys to the game. First key is to start fast, maintain possession. Running the football, don't be afraid to take the long shot. Retain discipline, feed Terry. And on defense, tackle. Stay with the wide receivers, provide some type of pressure all game. And her bold prediction will be Jaden Daniels score his first
Um,
score will be 27-24 Bengals.
that's what she got.
Yeah, 27-24.
Huh. Um, DT, you want to go? Or you want me to go?
I can go. I think the biggest thing for me will be I think the offense will do what it's gonna do. And will score some touchdowns, probably rushing touchdowns, and maybe one passing touchdown for Jaden. But again, this defense, you're playing on the road. You're playing Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, now Mike Gesicki. He's getting some production, some targets. Um, I'll keep my eye on Jermaine Burton as well. Someone that could probably go long on a couple shot plays whatsoever. I'm not really scared of their run game, but I feel like they can get some yards just to keep it manageable distance. Um, Joe Whitman, look, you were brought here to be violent, but also brought here to bring turnovers. I think if we were to win, you had to at least get two turnovers. But I don't see that this week, so I'm gonna go with the Bengals 24 and Commanders 17.
Got very generous with the Bengals scoring. Um,
I think because we're going to stay on offense majority of the game.
true.
Your
True.
best recipe is to stay on the field and don't have Joe on the field.
True. I'm just gonna get the first thing that come to my mind. Look, man. I think we'll move the ball. This game does have a chance to be high scoring. In my opinion, it has a chance to be. Defense is cooked. Um, I think B Rob has a chance to get over 100 yards rushing. Um, I think the O line will play decent. I think Jaden will probably take a sack, maybe two. I do see him having some rushing yards. Also, You may see him throw a pick this game. You may see him throw a pick this game.
You said that about the Giants game too. My fault.
But it didn't happen. It really on that throw. I think he airmailed it a little bit, but that left tackle got beat bad, so it messed up the throw. But for me, score prediction 35-24 Bengals. I think they will put up 30 plus on us. I think they will. And I think we are gonna run the ball and get probably a rushing touchdown and a passing. And I think Jay will get a passing touchdown. But 35-24 Bengals. We'll lose by 11, 10, around there. They're gonna score on us. So.
All right, people. So that's how we. That's the vibes headed into this Monday night game. But nevertheless, we've seen crazy things happen before.
Yeah, and there's something JP Finley tweeted saying every team that was, I think the spread was 7 points. The team won. So crazier things have happened. Wouldn't it be crazy if we beat them Monday Night Football? It'd be kind of crazy, and especially due to our history on Monday Night Football. It's been pretty lackluster. But hey, man, if they win, kudos to them. And I think it will be. And if they win this game, if they find a way to win this game, I think it'll let the league know it's like, oh yeah, this team can ball. So we'll see. But regardless, if they lose and they're competitive, I think some players will make a name for themselves at the same time. So regardless, it's a win-win for me. We lose, Jada performs, that's a win. We win, just win the game, that's a win. So, yeah, man. Let's hope for the best. No key injuries to anybody. He put good vibes in the air. No injuries to either team. No significant career-threatening injuries. No injuries, please. None. Knock on wood, none. For both teams.
Yeah, definitely agree, man. Well, that's all we got for y'all tonight. And we'll be back here next week as we will recap the game whatsoever. If it's a win, lose, or tie.
5-1 against the Bengals all time. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, that is crazy. That's an interesting stat. But that's all we got for y'all tonight, man. Stay tuned. Get ready for the game Monday, and we will see you guys next week on the Command Time Podcast. It's your boy DT. We got Caleb. Kayla somewhere, but she also gave her analysis. And we'll see you guys next week as we get ready for another fun week with Commanders football. Command Time Podcast, presented by the Fans for Sports Network, live on YouTube. Have a great night.
Good night.
Got me feeling so free.